So if you have any questions, feel free to use the chat feature on your side. If you have any questions you'd like to post and let everyone else see, you can use the Q&A feature. If you're watching this on YouTube, there we go. Awesome. So we're streaming live. You can use the chat. You can use the Q&A. I can't see you. You should be able to see me. I can't hear you. You should be able to hear me. And let's get my screen shared. Awesome. All right, we'll start in about 3 minutes officially. Get everybody attending some time to grab a coffee. And we're going to talk about website analytics and measuring whether or not your marketing is working. Always be marketing. If you want to chat, say hello, use the chat feature or a Q&A feature. If you want to post a question that's burning, I can get to it. Feel free to ask questions. Hey, how are you? Hongwei? I'm not sure if I pronounced your name correctly, but hello. And you can say hi to everybody and post where you're from. I'm from Raleigh right now. And our webinars are free, live, and open to everybody. So we get people all over the world attending our InterNetG webinars. And this one is about leveraging website analytics. And we're going to start in 2 minutes. Hey, Rob, what's going on? Is that Rob from CCPIA, the famous Rob Klaus that I watch and follow? Awesome. Hey, Michael. Michael says, my audio and video are not aligned. It probably takes Zoom a couple minutes to put that together. So I'm on Google Fiber, really fast speed over here. So I know my side is okay. If there's something disconnected, there might be something else going on somewhere. From Indiana, Wheat Ridge, Colorado, Joe. Awesome. Eric from Minnesota. Great, everybody. Great. All right. That's great. Well, thanks for being here, everybody. Let's begin, shall we? All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Ben from InterNetG. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. And this is a free, live, open to everybody webinar. And this topic that we're going to go over is really interesting to me. It's about leveraging your website analytics to help refine your marketing strategies as a home inspector. You should always be marketing as a home inspector. As a business owner, as a small business owner, you're always marketing. And you're always showing your passion for inspecting homes and buildings. And you're always bringing value to the conversation. So always be marketing in everything you do. But how do you know if your marketing is working? How do you know if what you are doing in your marketing strategy is working? How do you measure it? And how do you know if it's working? Should you be focusing on that more instead of wasting your time on things that don't work? How can you tell the difference? A lot of small business owners don't know. They just spend a lot of money running Google ads or posting on social media or sending out email blasts. Home inspectors do real estate office presentations. They shake hands, they go door to door. They do all this. They're on TV shows, on networks, and news shows, local events. They post billboards at the local baseball games. And are you able to measure what works in your marketing strategy? Yes. And I'm going to show you the tool that will measure Everything that you do in your marketing as a home inspector, there's something out there that you can use that tells you whether you are being successful in your marketing or not. It's going to be great. Okay. Feel free to ask questions or chat with everybody as we go along. Let's bring up my slides here. I mean, for marketing, what is marketing? Marketing in basic terms is getting total strangers to be your clients, getting people you've never met before who do not know you and you don't know them to be your delighted clients. That's the purpose of marketing. Purpose of marketing is actually also not to just fill your calendar this week, but to overflow it. You want to get these people just standing there and convince them that you have something that they need. And they're going to be delighted to have met you. Now, if you've taken any kind of sales or business course, you may have heard about a funnel. And basically it looks like this, where you get this big open-ended kind of catch-all mechanism, system, process, and you're trying to reach total strangers and you're kind of funneling them down into your business so that you can convert them into happy clients, right? It's called the sales funnel. And in the beginning, man, you're just talking to anybody and everybody. You're doing everything and just throwing out that message that you're the greatest home inspector on the planet and that you're different from all the rest and that you can overwhelm your clients with incredible value. And then you funnel that in because you're not going to sell everybody. You're not going to convert everybody. You funnel that into your business, your network of clients that you take care of. You may have heard these things about the sales funnel, where you attract as many people as you can by working on your brand and then putting that brand out there. If it's on your website, that's called optimization, so that people are searching for a home inspector, they'll find you because you have connected your brand with their need. And then you convert them. You convert them in several ways. It's kind of like convincing them that you're worth hiring. And then you close them. Home inspectors are not very good at sales, but we all do it. And maybe your website does all the sales for you. Maybe your funnel and your marketing strategy is all about sending out a message and sending people to your website. Or maybe it's sending people to your email, or it's sending people to your phone. You have to send people somewhere. Where's the end point of that funnel? How do you funnel people in to make them clients? And your marketing strategy is to find those strangers and bring them into your business. How do you know what is working? Oftentimes, the general rule is that there's only a few things, like 20% of the stuff that you do is actually making all the money. The rest of it is you're just wasting time if you're not measuring. So if it's worth doing, it's worth measuring. If it's worth doing, it's worth measuring. You should be measuring it. Otherwise, you're just guessing and wasting your time. There's other things you can do. If you really want to know, like, return on your investment, right? Here's what you do. You find how many strangers are there in the pool and how many can you grab to bring them into your business? How many strangers today or in the past month or in this quarter have become clients who bought something for you? Then how much did each person spend? And what's the average spend of all the clients? And how much did it cost you to market to those total strangers to bring them as paying clients. And that could be an ad spend or time spend. How much time did you spend doing that marketing effort, like teaching real estate agents CE classes? How much time did you spend? And was it worth it? Did you measure it? Were you able to measure it at all? How much time did you spend on creating content, posting on social media? And are you watching those social media posts? The people who click something on your Instagram post today, are you able to track them to see if they become clients? You're not? I'll show you how to do it in this webinar. Because if it's worth doing, it's worth measuring. There's something right at the bottom of that funnel, that every client has to pass through that will identify them. Where'd they come from? How'd I get them? Where'd they go up there? How much money did I spend in order to get them here? And they become clients. There's that little dot. There's a little point in the sales funnel through which every client goes. And you should be able to measure all of that with this tool. And if you're a home inspector who can't measure whether your marketing strategies are working or not, you're wasting money and you're wasting time. And man, you can't do that if you're a small business. Those are two precious things. Let me show you how to measure your marketing efforts so you can get total strangers to become clients. And this little thing right here, right there, is your website. Look, if you were selling clothing, this little thing right here would be your clothing store. You'd measure the number of people, the foot traffic, number of people come through your clothing store door, and you'd watch them move around. How many people come through the door? How many people buy clothing from you? How much per client, customer, and on average, and compare that with other. You don't have a store. We don't have stores as home inspectors. We have websites. Let me show you my website. This is my website. I am a home inspector. I don't do home inspections for clients anymore. I teach home inspectors things like this about website and marketing strategies and analytics and things. But this is kind of like my fake home inspector website. I still do home inspections, but it's usually in front of a camera. This website was designed by InterNACHI's official vendor for website designs. They design all of InterNACHI members' websites. And that's do a Google search. Go to Google right now on your device, on your desktop. Go to Google, type in inspector, website, builder. Inspector, website, builder. And so they built this website for me. And if you want to go to it right now, go ahead. It's BigBenInspections.com. BigBenInspections.com is my domain name. Big Ben, I like that. I like that. How do I know that you're landing on my website? Go to BigBenInspections.com, okay? Can you do that? I can put it in the chat or just type in BigBenInspections.com and go there now. How do I know that you are landing on my website? What I just did right there was a marketing strategy. I was somehow communicating to you some kind of reason to go to my website. I told you the address, and now you're visiting my website, I'm assuming. How do I know that that marketing strategy worked? And how many people are visiting my website? And where are they going? And are they scheduling now with me? And what services are they providing? Wait. What about this afternoon? I was thinking of doing an Instagram video, right? I was going to post something about kickoff flashing. How do I know that someone on my Instagram is watching my Instagram post, clicking my profile, coming to my website, going to a couple pages on my website, scheduling a job, and becoming my client? I can measure all that. I can measure all that. And you have to measure it. Otherwise, you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea whether your marketing is working or not. You have no idea whether you spend 8 hours going door to door to your neighbors is working or not. You spend 10 hours teaching a CE class to real estate agents. Is that working or not? You go spend thousands of dollars going to a home show. Is that working or not? All these things are marketing. You run a Google ad for a lot of money. Is that working or not? I can measure. Let me show you how I can measure. My website, designed by InterNACHI's official vendor for website designs, gives me an owner's back door, a back end, admin access to what my website is doing. This is nice. This is what all of my clients see. You know, my qualifications, you know, my logos. It's beautiful. It's overwhelming my visitors, strangers, with overwhelming value. And they're going to click schedule now. Okay. But I'm not really interested in that. What I'm interested in are my marketing strategies, my marketing tasks, my marketing efforts. Are they working or not? I don't want to waste my time. I don't have enough. I don't have time to waste. You got time to waste? You got money to waste? Go ahead. This webinar is not for you. This is for home business operators who are trying to be really successful with time management and financial decisions that make sense. If it's worth doing, it's worth measuring. Here's the owner's view of all the data of this tool that measures whether or not my marketing strategy is working or not. And it's my website, because all my marketing sends people to my website. Why? Because that's how I can measure whether my marketing is working or not. And my website is an employee for my business. And that employee, that website, works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Doing what? Converting total strangers into clients and measuring where they come from, what were they doing, and how long they stayed, and how much they paid me. It's a great employee. InspectorWebsiteBuilder.com. So I want to show you the things that I have. One of the fun things that I like to look at is my marketing. I go to my marketing home. So Inspector Website Builder gives me this information. I go to my marketing home. If I want to run a Google ad or a Facebook and Instagram ads or my email marketing or my social media marketing, I can give coupons to my clients. I can track anything and everything. Let's go to analytics, website analytics. Wow. It looks like an amusement park ride, right? Up and down and up and down. I had a bunch of visitors this day, not too many visitors. A bunch of visitors this day, not too many visitors this day. Maybe I sent out an email blast yesterday and I got 10 visitors. Oh, well, I only sent out 20 emails and I got half of them to show up. This is fantastic data. That's successful. That's a really good, that's good information, right? Where are they coming from? Are they new customers? Yeah, I want new customers, or maybe like returning customers. Maybe it's an email blast that I sent out about home maintenance that I send out to all my clients. So on that day, I should see it returning customers, a ping, a really high, right? What are they using? Well, if it's during the day, I'm going to expect them to use their mobile device. In the evening, probably a desktop or a laptop, right? And where are they coming from? United States? Which states? Well, I can see which states. Most of them are North Carolina, right? What are they using? They're good. So all of this is really good information when I'm trying to figure out a marketing strategy, whether it's worth doing or not. Real time. I know if you're visiting my website right now, this is a real-time analytic data. I have 8 visitors in the last 30 minutes. right now I have 4 live visitors. And if I wanted to chat with them, I can. Oh, one is from Colorado, one's from New Jersey, one's from Minnesota, one is from North Carolina. And this individual, it's I don't know your name or anything like that because you haven't given it to me. You visited my homepage. You went to my qualifications. This visitor here, they were my homepage, went to services, went to commercial. I bet that's Rob Klaus from CCPIA. There's another visitor, right? Went to infrared certified thermography page, and I can chat with them if I wanted to. Wait a minute. What about this? Let's see if this here. See if I'm fancy enough to get this to work. Inspector Website Builder gives me a mobile device, an app, sorry, to use to look at my analytics on my phone. I don't have to be in my office on my desktop. They give me an app. This is Big Ben Inspections. There's my website, right? I have 8 visitors, live visitors right now, right? I'm going to touch. Can you see? This is my phone here. This is my phone there. And this is the view that I'm showing you, right? And this is my desktop view, right? So I can see my visitors, right? And Maple Shade Township, New Jersey. And I'm going to say, hello there. How are you? So I'm chatting with someone who's visiting my website. Okay, I'm going to say that again. I told some people, total strangers, you're all total strangers to me, said, go visit my website. I have 8 people visiting my website. I can chat with any of them immediately on my mobile device. Why? Because I hired the right website designer, inspector, website builder, right? Yep, I am here. I got a text, right? Can you see that? So what am I doing? I am chatting with someone who's visiting my website. Man, that is fantastic. What do I do now? Well, I want to schedule a job. So what am I going to say? This is just fake. Don't tell me your phone number, okay? Because it might be, I don't want to, you to get a million people. And I'll just send that, right? So I'm talking to this visitor here. Oh, oh, did I get disconnected? I got disconnected. Let me see. Let me try this again. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Because I want to show you that I'm talking to any website visitor. Can you do that? Can you talk to any website visitor that you want? So if you're doing a marketing campaign and you email blast out at about 8 o'clock at night, something about the top tips for home buyers booklet that InterNACHI provides to members, and you can download it. Maybe that email goes out, right? Or you do a social media post, right? And you want to see if it's working. Well, you hold your app about your website that your website designer gave you, and you could chat with anybody who visits your website. That is a funnel. That's a tight funnel. Man, I'm going to ask the next person who visits my website, right? Hey, I'm attending your webinar. Thanks for attending my webinar. What I'm going to do is, if you were my client or potential client, I would ask for your phone number. I would say something like, hey, I'm up on the roof right now. Why not, do you want to schedule an inspection? I think I have an opening next week. Text me your phone number and I'll give you a call right now. Right? And I send that. Right? That's what you want to do. I mean, that is an amazing feature. Talk about sales and closing and a marketing effort to really track people coming in. You can see people coming in and you can close them. Oh, man. If your website design company does not have that feature, run away. You are wasting your time. What is the point of not being able to talk to anybody that's on your website? If I go to a home inspection chapter, the first thing I do is I grab a home inspector and I say, is there anybody visiting your website right now? They don't know. Let's say, yeah, there's probably a bunch of people visiting. Can you chat with them? No. This is a great feature. Thank you, Inspector Website Builder. Let's go to marketing overview. I love this. This is really great. So here's a little graphic about where are all of these people coming from on all of my marketing strategies. Think of all the different ways you can market yourself, right? Maybe there's a QR code on your vehicle. You could see the QR codes, links coming into your website and track them. You can track it with organic searches on the internet, direct searches. That means people know BigBenInspections.com. Referral, you can have a referral link, organic, social, or email marketing. Let's say I wanted to do a social media post. You can do it from right here. This is where you're going to do everything from your admin on your website, because that's the tool that's going to measure all of your marketing efforts. Don't post something on Instagram today without tracking it or knowing whether you have converted anybody, whether it was of any value or not, whether it was worth your time or not. Are you wasting time on your marketing or not? This is the way to track it. So you do a social media post, you create a social media post, and you're going to see these people come in. I'll tell you exactly how to do it. So you can use a template, which is really nice. But here's what you're going to see. So if I created a social media post right here, I'm going to see the content, the date, because you want to know when you did something, the number of impressions, that's the number of times your post was just seen or viewed. The reach, that's the number of people who saw your content of the post. Interactions, active engagements with the post, including clicks, reactions, shares, and comments, and site visits. How many site visits occurred as a result of people clicking on your content? Okay, great. Let's say a bunch of people clicked. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to show you exactly what that means. If I have a social media post and I'm tracking everybody who sees it, clicks it, and engages with it, and then visits my website, where do they go? I know exactly where they go because Inspector Website Builder gives me this analytics as an owner of the website. I'm using my website as a tool, not the fancy website that everyone sees. I'm using it for real purposes to measure my marketing. I see a lot of people visit my homepage, right? 119 people in the past 30 days. 119 people visit my home. Where'd they go next? Where do they go? What buttons do they click? I can analyze every button click on my website. They go to services and fees. Where do they go after that? That makes sense. Homepage, if I was a home inspection website, I have a home inspection. You're going to see my homepage, land on it, and go, that's neat. My bounce rate is low. It's getting better. That means that people land on my website. A bounce is bad. A bounce is like people land on your website and then leave. They didn't see any value. If you have a high bounce rate, you have a problem with your message of why you should be hired. So you have to work on that branding. It's called your brand. The brand of your business is the answer to the question, why should I hire you? And that needs to be communicated within about 3 seconds of someone landing on your website. Otherwise, they're going to bounce. So what you want to do is you want to look at your bounce rate. If your bounce rate is going down like mine, that's good. You're tweaking your website to communicate that message of incredible value so people don't bounce, they stick, and then they go somewhere else. And I can see that people go from my homepage to my services to my qualifications, which makes a lot of sense. My homepage tells them why I should be hired. To do what? They go to my services and fees, but am I qualified to do that? And they go to my qualifications page. And then they hit schedule now. I can track my sales right here, my sales overview. I can track my marketing overview. We already saw that. So if you want to do an email campaign, Don't go to MailChimp or .com or whatever it is. You start right here because why? Remember the sales funnel and the red dot? That's the tool with which you will measure your marketing strategy. Everything comes here. Unless for some weird reason, your entire marketing strategy is to send people to your email or your phone. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't have a website. I mean, this is overwhelmingly, this is incredibly valuable to a small business, home inspection business, or maybe you're a multi-inspector firm who has a marketing person, a growth agent, they call them now, growth agents. That growth agent would be working right here, doing email marketing campaigns and then watching the results and measuring it. I even know what people are using on Google to search for me, what phrases. I can almost see them typing what they use what they type in a Google search to find me. It's right here. Look, right here. In the last 30 days, people type Big Ben inspections. 28, 19 of them clicked. My average position on a Google search, everybody wants to get up high, is 1. I'm the first one on a Google search. Try it right now. Go to Google, type Big Ben inspections. I'm number 1. How do I know? Was it promised to me? Hey, I'm from a media, super duper media marketing for smallbusiness.com, and I can get you on page 1. There are no pages 1. Well, I can get you really ranked high. Oh, yeah, right. That's a bunch of promises. Can you measure it? Yeah, look. If people type in Ben Gramico, I really don't get up. I'm like the 6th down, but I'm moving up, right? So really, what is this telling me through my website admin ownership that Inspector Website Builder gives me? My marketing has to have, if it's going to be like an organic kind of search, if people are going to have to use Google to find me, I have to get the message out. Big Ben inspections, Big Ben inspections, Big Ben inspection. If it's an audio or video something, I'm going to have to say it in my Instagram. Hey, visit Big Ben inspections. Search for me, Big Ben inspections. I don't have to say my town. I don't have to say anything else. I just say Big Ben inspections because I know I can measure that marketing strategy works, because when people search on Google Big Ben inspections, I show up number 1. Oh, man, this is incredible, valuable information, right? This is the way to go. This is that. Where is that? That's that right there. You're getting total strangers, all this marketing effort, and you're measuring whether it's working or not. So you can get a delighted customer. Let's see. I don't know if we went over the behavioral view and the bounce rate. I think that's about it. I mean, there's so many other things that we can go over. I have a video library, right? Everything I do with my phone or device, I'm going to use my home inspector website ownership dashboard to keep my videos. I can go live stream and I can push those videos into all my channels. My blog, I taught about effortless blogging a while back on how to blog, and I can see the people who I can send. Here's an idea: send your clients, an email. You have clients, right? Keep in touch with them about home maintenance, about air filters or something. Write an article. Use ChatGPT. Write an article, or use InternetG's information. Get an illustration from our gallery. Download it about air filters or something, and send it out. And watch people visit your website and visit which blog post. Right. Plus, I can do sales and I can get paid. I don't have these set up because, again, I don't have paying clients. But you can track your sales right here, right? And getting paid. You can connect and set up your payment plans, your invoices, your price quotes. So again, It's all about that dot in the sales funnel that measures everything that you do in your marketing. And you should always be marketing. And where do you find a website design company that does that? Go to nachi.org/website or Google Inspector Website Builder. They build custom inspector websites, has SEO, has all the other things, but it has what I just showed you, the ability to measure everything that you do in your marketing so that you, as a business owner, you know whether it's working or not. That is incredible, valuable information to be successful as a home inspector and operate a successful home inspection business. If you're always marketing, you have to measure it. If it's worth doing, it's worth measuring. And this is the way to measure your marketing strategy, to help refine your marketing strategy and to increase your SEO and boost your ranking and be really successful. All right? All right, everybody. Thanks for attending the InterNACHI webinar. I really appreciate it. And that was leveraging analytics to refine your home inspection marketing strategy. If you want to attend the next live, interactive, open, free to everybody, go to webinar, go to nachi.org/webinars, nachi.org/webinars. I'm Ben Gromyko from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. Thank you so much for attending InterNACHI webinars. I'll see you on the next one.